Fillout is an easy way to build powerful forms for Notion, and today I'll show you an example of how we can do that. Currently I have a very manual process for feature requests where I have a Notion database which tracks different requests that users have submitted to me. I'll create a form which I'll embed on my site later and just have users submit requests there. So if we hop into Fillout, we could see we could pick a Notion form that we want to build. We can pick a theme, which we can always change later. I'll select my Notion workspace here, which I've previously connected, and select my request table, which is the one that I actually want to save responses in. On the left-hand side here, we have our properties from Notion, so I'll drag these in here. And as I do so, I'll also change the look and feel of them. So for the description, I want it to be a longer answer because users usually have a lot that they want to say. For the urgency, I'll display this as a multiple choice instead. And another really cool thing here is that we can select from relations. So in my Notion, I have another table, which is feature categories. I want users to select what kind of feature this is, and it's linked to from my feature request table. So as we can see here, this has been automatically pulled in from our Notion, and we can select from all of these, for example, the Notion integration type. Similarly, my multiple choice was automatically populated from my Notion options as well, so I don't need to duplicate that or keep up with those changes if I do change them in my Notion. I can also upload files here and provide an email as well. This form is pretty much good to go, but let's customize it a little bit. So I'll add a heading and say this is a feature request submission. I can customize this text and align it in any way we want. And another cool thing that I'm going to show you is how to hide different inputs dependent on previous user input. So let's say I don't always have attachments that I want to submit. I'll add a checkbox and ask them if they have attachments. And I'll hop into this field properties and say, I only want to show it when the have attachments field on this current page is set. So right now it's checked so we can see this, but as soon as I uncheck it, we no longer see that. There's a lot of really cool things we could do otherwise, like adding more pages, for example, to schedule an appointment with me or log in with an email, but I'll keep my form the way it is right now and let's try it out. I'll submit a request for an ice cream themed theme. I think it's urgent in my case, and I'll say it's a miscellaneous feature and say I want it now. Provide my email, and in this case I do have attachments that I want to submit, so I will provide those here. Once that's ready, we can submit our form, and as soon as we check in Notion, we could see this is our new row that we just added. So at this point, we're ready to publish our form. We get a public link that we can share with our users if we don't want to embed it on our site. We can use custom domains, or we can embed this anywhere we'd like. We could have also chosen to update existing feature requests in Notion with a different form, and many, many more features in Fillout to see. That's it, and I hope you enjoy building.